I would like to begin by thanking the parents of our seniors. Thank you for encouraging your child, working with your child, and doing whatever it took to keep him or her on the path of completion. None of us would be here today if it were not for you. I would also like to thank all of Windber's amazing staff. You are truly a working team to ensure that our learners are cared for. You have done an amazing job behind the scenes, making sure we could all get to this milestone for the class of 2020. To the instructors who taught, retaught, and tutored, thank you for being involved in the learning process. Graduates, as I encourage you to spread your wings and fly, I would like to remind you of 3 strategies you may have encountered throughout this year so that you can continue to grow and be successful as contributing citizens in our communities. First, set goals. Very few good things happen by chance. Take time to reflect on who you are and what you want to be, and then develop a plan to get there. Within that plan, set short-term goals that will keep you focused on the plan and that will help you reach your overall plan goal. Your plan doesn't even have to be detailed. It just needs to provide you with a purpose, direction, and a reason to keep growing. In a commencement speech by Steve Jobs, he said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you know you'll find it. And like all great relationships, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking and don't settle. Second, be persistent. Even our best plans have shortcomings. Success comes from being persistent despite challenges and failures. Life is not over if we do not become successful the first time. We would not have electricity, a telephone, or technological products we use daily if inventors and entrepreneurs gave up so quickly. Remember, stay the course of your dreams and goals because the best is yet to come. Lastly, believe that you can. Most importantly, never give up on yourself. Always be the best you that you can be. Believe in yourself and work continuously on developing a growth mindset. A mindset that says, I can do this, I can learn this, I can find a way to meet this challenge. If you hear nothing else of what I have to say tonight, I hope you remember this. You got this, you can do this, and I believe in you. In closing, as you approach the next phases of your life, I want you to think of the simple quote by Aaron Hansen and Winnie the Pooh. What if I fall? Oh my darling, what if you fly? Class of 2020, I am confident that you will fly, not only because you are primed for success because of the education you received, but most importantly, you are Ramblers.
Being a Rambler means being kind to everyone, having school pride, working hard, and being the best you can be.
Hardworking and dedicated and just looking forward to goals, being a good role model for others. You know, as the Rambler books say, being respectful, accountable, motivated, and safe.
Being a Rambler means having pride and being determined to achieve your goals in life.
It means a lot to me. I don't know, it's just, Windber's one of the best schools ever. I couldn't imagine, going anywhere else. Like, the teachers have been very supportive over the years, the staff has been supportive. Yeah, I just like it here. I'll be sad to go.
Welcome to the conferment of the Windber Area High School Class of 2020. My name is Caroline McLean, and as Student Council President, it is my pleasure to speak on behalf of an outstanding group of students who recently learned important lessons, ones that are best summed up in a book titled Wealth for All. In this book, the author quotes, "There are certain life lessons that you can only learn in the struggle." I believe that this quote is fitting for the class of 2020. When we received the fateful call on March 14th that we were going to miss some of the last moments of our senior year, some of the best parts of high school that we had planned to enjoy together as a class, it was a hard truth to bear. At the onset of our disrupted year, we mourned what we lost, our concerts, our field trips, our sports. But our takeaway is not one of loss, because the falling away of our old world challenged us to redirect our focus to learn valuable life lessons that we will carry with us long after we leave Windber High School. Lesson number 1. Before this time, we were a world that was always on the go. We were students consumed by classes, homework, activities, and jobs. We had little time to think about the most meaningful aspects of life. But when the stores, schools, and restaurants closed and the world basically came to a stop, we were given the gift of time, which allowed us to slow down and reflect. Eventually, we grounded ourselves in one of the more enduring aspects of life, relationships. Many of us discovered that dinners together or playing board games with the people living in our houses was meaningful and allowed us to reconnect with each other. In addition, we became more appreciative of the good memories that we made with our classmates because those memories helped us get through this difficult time. One lasting memory that got me through this difficult time involves a certain individual from the morning teacher welcome wagon who would greet us upon our arrival to school with a somewhat sarcastic, "Thanks for showing up today." Who would have thought we wouldn't be showing up anymore? When everything else was taken away, we still had our friends and family. We will all weather through this time, and I believe we will return to the world closer to one another and grateful for our fond memories of one another. Lesson number 2. During this time, our heroes were remade. Before leaving school back in March, many of our role models included the rich and famous. We admired the million-dollar athlete and the celebrated rapper. Now, however, our changing world has made us more aware than ever of the value of our everyday heroes. The parent who held a family together during this unprecedented time, the cafeteria workers who prepared, bagged, and distributed meals for us, and the teachers and administrators who kept school going and ensured that we had a proper send-off. So once again, I say as we return to the world, we will be better. We will leave here with a clear sense of who we want to be as people, not merely rich and famous, but caring and compassionate. Lesson number 3, not only did we learn to appreciate the importance of family, friends, memories, and compassion, we also learned a little something about independence. We found our own ways to make distance learning successful. For example, instead of a bell moving us from class to class, we structured our own days to complete our work. Now that, I think, deserves a Rambler buck. Kidding aside, again, we see how our unique situation has made us better for the future because we learned independence. Finally, I speak on behalf of the class of 2020 when I say thank you to parents, family, friends, coaches, faculty, staff, and administration for supporting us over the years. And to all of you, if you wondered whether we would learn anything at the end of our senior year, have no doubt, we learned many lessons. To the class of 2020, I just want to say thanks for showing up today and every day.
I will always remember winning the District 5 championship with my girls cross country team.
I will always remember the memories I made while playing tennis, anchoring the Windber School News, the Friday night football games, and attending the homecoming dances and prom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mason Toth, and I am the Senior Class Council President. I feel truly honored to have been given the opportunity to represent my class as a whole and speak before you all. However, I must admit, when I first took on the role of class president, I imagined this day in a totally different light. I always pictured myself standing at a podium on the football field rather than being a recording on your TV screens. On the bright side, for those of you watching on the TV, you don't have to miss an entire episode of Jeopardy. Just flip back and forth. Actually, on second thought, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You might miss something important like the rest of my speech, and I know you don't want to miss that. But in all seriousness, the last few months have been extremely rough, and through one way or another, the horrible pandemic known as COVID-19 has affected each and every one of us. Among some of the most deeply impacted are us high school seniors. The class of 2020 missed out on what was supposed to be some of the best and most memorable moments of our adolescence. After all we lost, a graduation ceremony seemed unlikely. Yet here we are. It may not be a traditional graduation that like we all dreamt about, but it will certainly be a personal, pleasant, and memorable day. This unconventional graduation is actually quite fitting for us as we are leaving Windber High School in a unique fashion, just as the way we entered it. When my fellow classmates and I started high school nearly 4 years ago, the construction of our new school was not yet complete. As a result, the first few months of our freshman year were attended at the Greater Johnstown Career and Technology Center. Many people consider freshmen the little fish in a big pond. Well, in our case, we were the little fish in a vast ocean. This experience brought on many obstacles, as we were the youngest students in a building that was large and unknown to us. Between this experience and that of COVID-19, our class is stronger and more resilient than that of any before. Unfortunately, after today, many of us will be leaving and moving to a new area of the world, whether it be to seek employment, to pursue a secondary education, or to gain military training. We all must go our own way, and in order to reach our own personal goals, despite where we go, there is something we will always share, the strength and resilience taught to us at dear old Windber High. As we leave the area and continue our lives, let's not forget where we come from or the people who were there with us. As Juice WRLD once said, as we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. To wrap things up, on behalf of all my peers, I would like to thank Windber Area School District, Windber Borough, WJAC, and all others who worked tirelessly to give us this graduation ceremony and making it available for all to see. The efforts put forth by you kind souls is simply amazing and truly unrivaled. I have always loved my community, and actions such as these have made me truly proud to say that I'm from Windber, Pennsylvania.
I just want to say thank you for putting up with all the students and all the seniors this year, especially me.
I would like to thank all of my teachers for everything they have done for me and all of the good advice that they've given me throughout the past 4 years.
Hello and welcome, family, friends, and loved ones of the graduating Windber Area High School class of 2020. My name is Jacob Steinbeck, and I am president of the Windber Area High School chapter of the National Honor Society. I am very sure that one thing that everyone can agree on, especially the class of 2020, is that our high school experience has been anything but ordinary. We truly are a class that has been plagued by adversity. Two of the major milestones of our high school careers have been under circumstances that are atypical for most. The first of these being one of the most difficult transitions in life, which is the move from middle school to high school. This occurred in a foreign building at the Greater Johnstown Career and Technology Center, or as we know it, GJCTC. The second just so happens to be the unfortunate events that bring us here today. The reality that we cannot be together for our high school graduation due to the coronavirus pandemic. This virus has taken so much from us. Our senior prom, our graduation, those relaxing days in school where we know that summer is right around the corner, and all the great things we will miss about high school. However, despite all of the unexpected events that have affected what we thought would be our ideal senior year and our high school experience, we have truly shown our resiliency as a whole. Instead of taking these events as barriers, we have taken them as challenges to be overcome. We persevered through the difficulties that were posed to us at GJCTC, whether it was having to wake up a little earlier to get to school on time, or if it was having to sprint to make it to class because you were on the opposite side of the massive building. We stuck together through the obstacles that GJCTC posed and made so many memories along the way. And today, we have taken the coronavirus as yet another challenge, moving to online learning, meeting with our teachers via a computer screen, being isolated from our friends, and now having to graduate in a fashion that I am pretty sure has never been done before. In the face of all of this adversity, we have truly overcome and walked away stronger every single time. Our adaptability has driven us through every trial that has been thrown our way, and the resiliency of this class continues to amaze me as we now overcome the disappointment of not being together. Now we are graduating in the face of a worldwide pandemic. Who else can say the same? There is one class that is able to say, oh yeah, I graduated in the face of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. If this is not memorable, then I don't know what is. These events will not just define what we remember as our high school experience, but they will drive us in the real world, which is the most unpredictable environment that we will experience. Our resiliency will push us to be the best versions of ourselves that we are capable of becoming, taking every obstacle as one to be hurdled and every trial to be challenged. As stated in a quote by American author Steve Maraboli, life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. This quote is the embodiment of the class of 2020, as we have truly become stronger through the unfortunate events that we have chosen to overcome. Not only have we used these experiences to make us stronger, but we have also made a countless amount of memories along the way. From the homecoming dances, to the Friday night lights at the stadium, to the dodgeball tournaments and assemblies, to the innumerous amounts of laughs shared in class, and everything in between. We have used every opportunity to make high school amazing, no matter where we were or what we were doing. We stayed united as a class the whole way through, and that is truly the greatness of the class of 2020, and will forever define the memories that we take with us throughout the rest of our lives. In the words of our own chemistry teacher, Mr. Single, high school should be some of the best years of our lives, and despite the events that could have allowed us to focus on the negative, we have truly overcome and made high school the most memorable 4 years of our lives. In closing, I have some people that I would like to recognize personally. I want to thank God, first and foremost, for his guidance in my life and for all the blessings that he has given me. I would also like to thank my parents for all the unconditional love and support that they have provided me throughout my life, and my siblings, Abby, Anna, and Ben, for their support and for always keeping life interesting. I would like to thank the amazing teachers of the Windber Area School District for instilling us with knowledge and wisdom that will serve us so well in the future, and for being the most caring group of teachers that I have ever had the privilege to meet. To the administration and school board, thank you for making this graduation ceremony possible in these uncertain times, and for leading such a remarkable school district. And last, but certainly not least, I want to thank the class of 2020 for the unforgettable memories that I will cherish for many years to come, and for truly being the only group of outstanding young people that I would ever want to take the journey of high school with. I am very lucky to have all of you as not only my classmates, but my friends. Thank you.
I definitely feel ready for college. I feel like all of my teachers' advice over the years and the rigorous classes I have taken have prepared me for college.
I went to WJAC for lab tech, and I have learned many skills there that will benefit me in college. I know more things than a lot of other people in my major would know because of my training.
I don't really think anybody is ready for their life after high school, but I would say that because of school and going to cosmetology, I feel pretty ready to move on with my future career.
I do feel prepared as I leave high school to move on to, as they say, the real world. I feel that WJAC and Windber has prepared me immensely for everything that I will come across. And my certifications that I received at WJAC has also helped me just because I will be more prepared with all the hands-on experience that I've received as well as the knowledge that I've earned.
Class rank has been formulated as of May 27, 2020, and is based on weighted class rank for academic averages in grades 9 through 12. Therefore, I am proud to announce that this year's salutatorian is Cole Romanchuk. I am proud to announce that the valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Jacob Steinbeck. Congratulations to these students and their families for a job well done.
To the graduating class of 2020, on behalf of the administration, teachers, staff, and board of directors, we congratulate you on successfully reaching the finish line of your educational journey here at Windber. Each of you have reached this milestone in your own way, using your unique abilities, talents, and strengths. From your days as our youngest ramblers at the elementary school, to your transition to the middle school, and now finally achieving your goal of completing your senior year, you have been true examples of Windber pride. Just as a beautiful diamond is formed over a lengthy amount of time and under intense pressure, you have shown your school and your community what it means to shine brightly, even under some difficult and undesirable circumstances. We are truly confident that you are prepared and ready to move forward on your chosen path, whatever it may be, even in these uncertain moments we are living in. You have shown us all that you can take on an unexpected challenge and rise above it. We are truly proud of your resilience, your dedication, and all of your accomplishments. Whether your path may take you far from home or just down the street, you are always a rambler. Thank you for being part of our schools, our traditions, and our legacy. We celebrate you today and are so very proud of you all. Congratulations, and God bless you always.
We are the Windber Area High School Class of 2020.
We started high school as freshmen at the Johnstown Career and Technology Center.
And who would have thought that we'd be ending as seniors at home?
Despite the abrupt end to our senior year,
we still have all of the memories we made along the way.
K4 seemed like forever ago.
We were just little kids taking the first step.
We were learning from day one.
School was never easy, but learning was always there.
The elementary teachers guided us along the way.
Our education at that level provided the foundation for us to succeed.
Moving up to the middle school was a big step for all of us.
Our teachers once again guided us
to make the right choices along the way.
We made new friends and had some great times.
The start to high school was in an unfamiliar place.
While the building may have been different,
the learning was always there.
Our teachers welcomed us to high school.
We were the little fish in the big pond.
Every day we were making new memories. And many days had their ups and downs.
As our years in the Windber Area School District come to an end,
we have so many people to thank for helping us come this far.
Our parents, bus drivers, the community, school staff, administration,
and of course, the teachers.
They all have been there for us from day one.
No matter what day of the week.
The learning was always there.
We end our year in a different place.
But one we have known our whole life.
We start at home and we'll finish at home.
High school has been an adventure.
They say it's not the end, it's only just the beginning.
A time in our lives that will guide us as we move on.
We walk away today with memories to last a lifetime.
Dedication, loyalty, hard work.
Windber Pride, experience it.
To all present this evening, as a commission officer of the state of Pennsylvania, I certify to all of you and the school board that these graduating seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the Department of Education and that of the Windber Area School District. Congratulations and God bless.